Without further ado, welcome to the 23rd episode of Real Estate Advice with Victoria Mead. I'm your host, Victoria Mead, coming at you today with just some miscellaneous questions. I figure some topics are boring. Might as well ask some questions that actual people had for me. So if you're there, comment below. That way I can say hi. If you're watching this as a replay, let me know you're watching it as a replay. That's appreciated. Yeah, let's get going. Let's see who's here for real quick, though. Allie, thank you. Hi, Martha. Thanks for joining. All right, let's get started. So, first question. When does the closing get scheduled, and when does the final walkthrough happen? So most of the time, the final walkthrough happens the day of closing. Once in a while, buyers will do it the day before in case maybe we're closing really early in the morning and they can't make it before. But when I'm the buyer's agent, I recommend doing it just before the closing because once you sign that paper, it is now your problem if something happened to the house. So go just before you sign. And closings get scheduled once you are clear to close. So if you're financing your loan, the lender lets the title company know, hey, we're clear to close. We're officially ready to schedule a closing. And the title company will reach out to everybody and say, hey, what time are we closing this? So usually the closing doesn't get scheduled until we really know you're going to close. Sometimes we try to prematurely do it and the title company will say, sure, I'll pencil you in, but we're not going to confirm until we have the clear to close from your title or your lender. So that's that. And then how long does an appraisal appointment take? And what happens during that appointment? So, appraisal for an average house, maybe 2,000 square feet-ish, usually takes about 20 minutes-ish. Usually appraisals are pretty quick because all they do is take some pictures of each room, draw a layout, and then take notes. And then usually if it's just a conventional appraiser, they're in and out, they don't have much to do. If it's FHA, they do have to check the attic, they have to check that the water's running and just a little bit of extra stuff like how far the septic tank is from the well, if that's something. So usually about 25-ish minutes is how long an appraisal happens. And during the appointment, he just takes pictures, draws a layout, takes notes. And usually they don't tell you much. As an agent, they're just usually like, okay, thank you, bye. And then you're like, how did that go? Was that good? Can you tell me more? No? Okay, that's fine. Other appraisers are really nice and they're like, don't sweat it. It's all fine. We're good. And I'm like, I like you. And then what happens when there's a lien or other title issue found during a title search? So this just happened recently. A condo was purchased 6 years ago and the title search was done and nothing came up. And now we're selling and the title company found a lien from a previous owner. And so when that happens is they always reach out and say, hey, do you have a title insurance policy that you purchased at closing? And hopefully the answer is yes to that. And if it is, the title company reaches out to your title insurance company and they get it handled. I've never had an instance where the seller did not have title insurance, so I don't even know what the process would be from there. But all I know is most liens are easily fixed, and this one was fixed in like a week, so that was nice. Okay, let's see what else. How long does it take typically to close on a house? So if you are a cash buyer, you can close as little as 2 weeks, kind of pushing it, maybe 3 weeks, just to give the title search enough time. But you could close 2 weeks. If you are financed, you need at least 40 to 45 days for the loan to get processed and completed. The biggest holdup nowadays has been the appraisal because there's so little appraisers out there and there's so many houses being sold. So it's hard to get an appraiser in a timely manner in this day and age. So that's what's taking the longest, kind of can delay things. So also, another factor is if the seller wants a later close date or the seller needs time to find suitable housing, you may push it out even more than 40 days. But generally, for a regular transaction with financing, it's about 40 days. So, I hope those questions were helpful, or those answers to the questions were helpful. If you have any questions that you'd like to add, feel free to post them below. And I'm going to just check from a different source because for some reason I can't see comments. Perfect. All right. If anyone has any questions, comment below. I know there is a slight delay, so I'll wait just a second. If not, then I am going to head off. I hope everybody has an awesome Labor Day weekend. Exciting. Actually, one holiday weekend with not as much rain as all the others, so that's something to look forward to. So, okay. I don't see any questions. Hey, Jax. Thanks for coming on. Hope you learned something. All right. You guys have an awesome weekend. I will see you next Friday, 7 p.m., same place, same time. All right. Look forward to it. Bye.